morning, brother. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Will, and I'm going to get into that. But in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how agency owners, one, need a network, and two, actually benefit from a network. So you might be thinking, who am I? I am 22 years old, as of current, from the northeast of England, and I founded a company called Willionaire, which is the world's best community for the world's coolest entrepreneurs. I'm currently on a self-development journey around the world with my friends, and as I'm recording this, I'm in Bucharest in Romania. So why you should listen to me. So I've helped transform agency owners who've been making 2K a month, maybe like yourself, maybe not, into 50K a month business operators. And by doing this, I've hosted trips, events, masterminds, and meetups in 7 different countries. And as a little accolade for myself, I won the European Championship in boxing and kickboxing in June 2023. Believe it or not. And here's a picture of me delivering a talk at one of my masterminds in Koh Samui, Thailand, all around networking and how to leverage your network properly. This video is also on my channel, so check it out. In Willionaire, I've got 2 communities, Ascend and Elite, and between that, we've got around 20 to 30, maybe more, maybe 40 agency owners. Guys doing anything from SMA to gyms for car dealerships, refurbishments in the US, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gyms in Northern Ireland. We literally have agencies for every sort of niche industry you could possibly imagine. The importance when it comes to networking for agency owners is the first big one that for me comes to mind is you get a lot of clients just from your reputation and through referrals. In Willionaire, we have a massive ethos about helping each other out, making each other money. And one of the great ways to do this is by referrals. The fastest way to scale isn't necessarily cold outreach. It's more warm intros, making those Instagram group chats, those WhatsApp group chats, introducing someone, getting that rapport nice and strong. And then that solid network means that you can just send clients to people and then people can send clients to you. They're just returning the favor. And that's not because you're lucky. It's because you're known, you're well positioned. My coach used to say to me, success happens when preparation meets opportunity. So by being in a strong network, by providing value to other agency owners, you're positioning yourself in the correct way. You're being prepared for an opportunity. It might not be as simple as that, but it works. Next up, we have you can't see your own blind spots. I'll give some real life examples of this one. Most agency owners think they have like a fulfillment bottleneck, or their problem is the sales cycle or whatever. But often it's just positioning themselves in the correct place, mitigating churn, or increasing pricing. Yes, increasing pricing. The right network exposes the real problem faster because someone else has already solved it. By having conversations, by jumping on calls, by messaging, by sending things for feedback loops to people in the same niche, in the same business model, in the same industry, guys who are maybe 2 steps ahead of you or 2 steps behind you. These are the people who are either currently experiencing that problem or have already experienced it. So they know how to solve that issue that you're facing. And besides, if that is the case, then they're going to see things that you can't see. If you think about things where you step outside a little bit and have like a bird's eye view, a bit more of an ultimatum, and you're looking at it on a bigger scale, then you can kind of see all the mistakes. And I'll give you an example. We had a guy doing SMA for gyms in Sweden, a guy doing SMA for gyms in the UK, and a guy doing SMA for gyms in Ireland. They all jumped on weekly calls because their businesses were so similar. They were just in different markets. And they were jumping on these weekly calls and analyzing each other's businesses. They were literally coaching each other because they could see things in each other's businesses which they couldn't see. And these 3 guys, these were all operating. 2 of them were doing 5K a month, one of them was doing 10K a month. And now the guy doing 10K a month is doing 20K a month. And the 2 guys who were doing 5K a month, is one's doing 20K pounds and the other one's doing 40K USD. But he's now exited his SMA. And then next up, this is a really cool picture. I love this. This is me doing a mastermind talk in Koh Samui, Thailand, with a lot of the boys. Seeing if we've got any agency owners here. Sales agency, 2 guys here. Setting agency, 2 guys there. This was an SMA owner. He's got a content agency. Quite a few agency owners. So, proximity to proven playbooks. This one follows on really nicely from what I mentioned before about you can't see your own blind spots. You're working with people, you're talking with people who've already done it. It's as simple as that. You're not reinventing the wheel and you simply don't need to. You're just skipping the trial and error, the unnecessary ad spend that just went up the wall, the hiring that didn't work out. You just get access to the real systems, the systems that work. Onboarding flows, client deliveries, SOPs, frameworks for your sales calls. Back-end automations is a big one, especially for the agency owners. 4 of the guys are really, really good with automations. I know everyone else in the agency space in Willionaire and other coaches and consultants, they're all getting behind this, the automation stuff as well, which is really nice to see. And it's because of the access to these things, that you're going to scale way faster, because the problems you're trying to search up on YouTube, the problems that you're trying to like search up on TikTok to try and get an answer from, they've already been solved by the boys in your network. Guys who want to help you out, guys who want to see you win. And of course, it goes without saying, brotherhood. Agency owners need brotherhood. When everyone around you is talking retention, systems, performance-based pricing, piff, you're just going to level up. A solid network raises your standards and your results. You've probably heard the quote, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And I've seen this firsthand with the agency owners in Willionaire. And again, I'm going to show you some examples. And then bigger rooms equals bigger thinking. You don't hit 50k months, 100k months, 250k months by thinking like a 10k a month operator. The right network challenges your pricing, your business model, your leadership, everything. Being around the higher earners forces your identity to catch up. It's already happened. Time's just catching up. There's two things when it comes to network, three things. You can network with people higher up on the same level or a little bit behind. All three types of agency owners. Okay, say you're making 30k a month and you're speaking to someone who makes 15, but also someone who makes 60. So you've got one person like double ahead and one person like half behind. Naturally, these people are going to help you in different ways. The 15k a month guy is going to be way more hungry to catch up. And that's going to inspire you. And you might not want him to catch up. You know, it's like that healthy competition. And then the guy making 60k months, you're like, oh shit, like this is how you do this, this, and this. So then you can follow his advice. But then that advice you're getting from him, you can also pass on to the guy doing 15k months. Because again, you're already like 15k a month ahead of him. So you can give him the roadmap and they can give you the roadmaps. Being around people who challenge your paradigms, perspective, and belief systems around the world are people you need to spend more time with. Alrighty, I'm going to take you through some Willionaire success stories. This guy called Ryan, he does SMMA for gyms in Ireland. He's recently just did a big talk in Belfast, I think it was, or Dublin, one of the capital cities in Ireland or Northern Ireland. And he got a bunch, like in front of loads of SMMA guys for gyms, and he got a shit ton of referrals, leads, clients. It was insane. And one of the biggest things Ryan used his solid network, Willionaire, for was accountability for lead gen. So without going into too much detail or boring you to sleep, Ryan could have been doing a lot more work than he was doing. So we held him accountable to do more work, do more outreach, send more Loom videos, and as a result, just doubled his money simply by just doubling one tiny element of input. Crazy. He's also on the weekly calls with SMMA guys. And then now we've got Josh. So this is a very interesting case study. Josh joined Willionaire Ascend, and we connected him with the necessary people. He leveraged the knowledge of others. He then joined Willionaire Elite, and within 2 days of joining Willionaire Elite, he hit his first 25k a month. And it was the 17th. So 17 days into the month, he went from 3k to 25k. Well, 3k, then 10k, and then 25k. I don't know what he's on already, but I can imagine he's getting quite close to that 30k mark this month, which is absolutely phenomenal. And he did this how? Speaking to actual sales closers, guys who are like elite in their space, coaches who know what they're talking about and know how to pass on correct information. And he also spoke to people about how to get more leads, how to book calls with those people. Now he's winning. And then we've got Sam, big bad Sam. This bloke is huge, by the way. Sam was on the weekly SMMA calls right from day one. He made actual genuine friendships, and now his business went from 2k a month to 20k a month pounds. At the point of making this, I think it's drastically increased. Something's been going on with Sam recently, and he's just posting so many wins in the chat. He got a 3k piff this morning. Big up Sam, if you're watching this, bro, keep absolutely smashing it. I'm proud of you. You're making insane moves, man. And then Maher, this was one of the guys on the weekly calls with Sam. Maher had an SMMA for gyms in Sweden. He exited it when it got to 40k a month simply because he wasn't passionate about it. He didn't enjoy it anymore. And then he launched a coaching offer, which he was passionate about. Maher was one of the guys who helped Josh scale to 25k a month. And Maher, Sam, and Ryan, those three guys were the guys on the weekly SMMA call back from when it really ever started. Next, we've got Lennon. So Lennon is operating about like 50, 60k months at the minute with his setting agency. He found his business partner. His business partner is also in Willionaire, and he's lived with members in Thailand and Bali, all around the world. He literally scaled from a setter. When he joined Willionaire, he was a setter, and being surrounded by the guys on the agency calls and also on the community calls, he's managed to scale to the UK's largest appointment setting agency and pool for setters, which is phenomenal. Again, Lennon, if you're watching this, man, kudos to you, bro. I've seen you literally go from 2k a month to 60k a month. Next up, we have the first ever American who joined Willionaire, Big Scott, based in Dallas, Texas. He also found a business partner in Willionaire, and he's helped so many people therefore receives so much value himself. This is a picture of him speaking at one of our masterminds, and he's just dropping straight sauce about ads. He met a lot of the guys at masterminds and became friends with them for life, not to mention the business partner, and he's working with a few people firsthand, which is insane to see. I love it when the guys work together, make money from each other, and make more money together. Next up, we have Big J. Jay came to the first ever mastermind, big one we held in Snowdonia, Wales, which was absolutely sick. He gained a lot of clarity on his vision since being in Willionaire, talking with the right people, and now he's generated millions in client revenue, which is phenomenal. I remember when he was literally just closing. Yeah, there's something in the water here. People are doing well. All right, I'll try and get through these as fast as I can. Big Dan, met him in Thailand, legend. He came to so many other events in Samiri, and now is living with some of the boys. He scaled within 1 week, and I'm going to tell you how. He's lived with guys in Samiri, been to the masterminds, and he got sales reps, and that's exactly how he scaled within 1 week. He met the right people with the knowledge, with the information, with the access, with the resources, which he needed in order to make more money. So when he was operating the sales agency, he needed sales reps. He met a guy called Orlando, who's got a massive Australian sales pool, connected them with setters, and then he started cooking. Okay, now we have Jose, one of the guys from Brazil. He had an SMA for gyms in Brazil, not gyms, doctor surgeries, doctor practices. And he's still got that, but he's also got a public relations agency too. So he had weekly calls with the members, again, from day one, Mr. Jose, and he put things in place and ended up launching the second agency, and now he's more than doubled what he's making, and he's systemized this really, really well. Okay, now we've got Big Nick. Lived with this fella in Bali for a month. He's lived with more of the Willionaire boys. He's just an all-round savage. He made brotherhoods for life. He made lifelong friends. He's lived in Australia, Bali, and Thailand with the boys. He built and systemized and automated one agency, and now he's building another. Yeah, I appreciate I've just waffled on and gave you a shit ton of examples there, but agency owners make more money with the right network. I've seen this firsthand, and I love agency owners. I love the business model. I love the variety of works that people do. So yeah, maybe if you're an agency owner and you're making over 10k a month and you want to be surrounded by savages like this, then drop me a message or book a call in on the link below, and we can chat about it. But also, if you're an agency owner and you're scaling to 10k a month, then you can also drop me a message, because we have a community for you guys, just like the one Josh here first joined and then managed to scale from 3 to 25k. Less than a month he was in the community. Big love, don't want to keep you too long. See you soon, G.